We do know that there are certain genes, so-called ApoE4, that indicate that you might have an increased risk for Alzheimer's, but I want to stress this, it doesn't mean if you have those genes that you're necessarily going to develop it. Many of us are worried about developing Alzheimer's or have loved ones who have it, so knowing what the risk factors are is a common question. The number one risk factor is age. There's no doubt as we age, our risk of developing it do increase. In fact, every 5 years over the age of 65, your risk really doubles. And at age 85, 1 in 2 of us are going to have Alzheimer's. So aging is really a big risk. The second risk is really genetics. If you have a close relative, sibling, your parents, both parents had it, that you are at increased risk. And when you think about genetics, a lot of interest now in genetic testing. And we do know that there are certain genes, so-called ApoE4, that indicate that you might have an increased risk for Alzheimer's, but I want to stress this, it doesn't mean if you have those genes that you're necessarily going to develop it. It's really age and to some extent genetics. Another interesting fact is that there's been a lot of interest recently in serious head injuries causing you to have Alzheimer's. So protecting yourself throughout your lifetime from serious head injuries, especially as you get older, is very important. And then things that are good for your heart are also good for your brain and will help to protect you from developing Alzheimer's. So things like not smoking, not being overweight, not having no exercise, in other words, you need to exercise regularly, eating the right type of diet, avoiding excessive alcohol, those things are going to help to protect your brain from having strokes and actually from developing Alzheimer's. There are other good things that you can do to protect your brain. Stay socially engaged. Have a lot of friends, a lot of interest. Exercise your mind with things like constantly learning. All of those are very good things and will help to protect us from developing Alzheimer's as we age.